Okay everyone, today we're going to be doing a very cool custom battle. And a custom battle here, let me just kind of show you what it is. So it's exactly what it says, but you have the choice of either all five. Like here you can choose which ones are playing. You have Kuzite, Britannia, Vlandia, the Azerai, Sturgia, and the Empire. So you have a lot of different, and then you can also have different commanders too. And they all have different weapons. Oh, does that say? Yeah. Like there's a lot of different commanders and characters that you can play as. So it's just kind of cool. And today we're going to be doing something that's, so here, let me just catch up on all the factions. So the Empire, it's basically just the Roman Empire. Sturgia, it's more of the Vikings or the Norsemen. Azerai, that's kind of the Mamluk, or this, that's like the Seljuk Turks, or the the Persians. Then there's Vlandia. The Vlandia is basically just it's kind of Saxony, like England. And then Britannia is like kind of Frankish, Visigothic, German. So it's kind of like mainland European. And then Kuzite is, of course, the Genghis. It's just the Mongols. So I'll be back very soon, and hopefully, and just stay tuned stay tuned when we get right into this video. So kind of pretend this is real. It's the heat of Belisarius's campaign into northern Italy. He is moving his army up past, they've already reconquered like most of southern Italy, and they're moving up into Rome and kind of the midsection of Italy. And on their way, they meet a kind of, how would you say, a small scouting party of around 100 men. Just like a small scouting party of around 100 men who were sent to just kind of see what the Romans had on and maybe harass smaller Roman units. So Belisarius, he is currently preparing for battle and is ready for attack. His army consists of Triarii, legionaries, and Flamme for the Volksmen, just like first infantrymen, and just normal Palatine guards. So this is a small contingent of his main army, and it is, and he was just going ahead to kind of, how do you say, attack and maybe capture some small towns. But on the way, he met this smaller force, and he's ready to attack. So first things first, he's going to send his infantrymen. So I'm playing as Belisarius currently, and his archers to move up. And then he's also going to take his cavalry and his his horse archers to harass their two cavalry divisions. So you make sure they're following him, and he's just ahead of the charge. Chasing down some of the remaining cavalry forces, he's just gonna try and take out this one force while sending his other units to harass their infantry. He believes his infantry has the spirit to do an effective assault, and they are breaking the enemy lines. The enemies, in the end, it has been a rout, with all of the enemies just dying. Final charge to break the last contingents of holdouts of resistance are going swimmingly, and he is currently cutting down small swaths of battalions, or just small swaths of barbarians at a time. The battle has been won, and he has only lost 13 men. But one more big battle awaits him. So just stay tuned for a little while, and then we'll be back. So here's what's happening now. Belisarius has sent his cavalry divisions and just to kind of scout up, and they somehow missed an army of around 200 feasible units. So these were the units that were sent to kind of repel Belisarius, and they were sent just from a town that didn't really have any stables, and so there's no cavalry in this division, and Belisarius does not have any. So without further ado, he is going to try and launch his attack.
Soldiers! Forward!
Sending his...
Get moving!
All of the men are advancing at a nice pace as Belisarius rides up beside them to just kind of inspect what's going on. He doesn't see... He knows what's going on, and he decides that he is going to join the fray and dismount as the two armies. The infantry form a shield wall, and as they prepare to assault, he shouts one last order to charge. The archers move up.
Soldiers!
And they just prepare to attack. Belisarius is unfortunately injured in the fray, taking an arrow right to his leg, but the troops are advancing with him. The command has been just given to one of his most trusted officers in the army, and they are advancing with a very quick pace. The enemy army is actually routing, and due to this, this may be the end of Belisarius. Well, currently, because he's being routed, but the enemies just a nice rout, and they are being pursued by the rest of his army. So it's done. The general has routed. And that is just today's battle. Thanks for watching. I'm the History Gamer, and see you later.